Hello, Perfect Death here, and it is time for Dwarf Fortress. This is the Steam release version of it, which has a fancy-dancy set of graphics UI. So, I did play a little bit yesterday in between my two 12-hour night shifts. So, I'm on a little bit of sleep, not much, but you know what? Dwarf Fortress time. So I'm gonna start off just by making a new world again, even though I could jump into my old one. I'll start from scratch. I'm gonna keep the map size to small just for this one, and normally, this is still gonna take a while to generate if this was the old game. The new game, oh, it's so fast. It is so fast at generating this world, but it's gonna create a world. Normally, the resources are default on sparse, but they have it everywhere, which means I don't have to worry about an embarkment site not having a certain type of resource. That was totally a thing. You could do detailed mode where you can set up some really unique design, like try to tailor your world the best way that you want, but we're just going to start and just leave it like this. So I'm going to create a world, and what'll happen is it's loading the assets, and then it's just going to simulate all of the history, and it's going to do about 100 years of history, and boom, you can see little expansions, everybody's moving around, there's a volcano here, there's a bunch of swamps, you can see these pits, these are these brown thingies, those are evil bad guy pits, and boom, we're done. That's 100 years. That's really fast. And that was one of the things that Tarn did, the main developer for this game, is he went and optimized a lot of this game. So, yeah. So, I'm going to play now. And it's just going to offload the map. Now, the map, this is the one that we were looking at, was a very zoomed out map. So, I'm just going to go in here, Fortress. It's gonna load that. We're just gonna skip the tutorial. That's kind of why I played some of this. But as I move the mouse around, I can actually see information like what civilizations are in an area, what terrain. It shows me like resource types. You can see pretty much everything has iron in it, right? Iron, gold, silver. Pretty much all the resources are around here. You can see there's dark goblins down to the south. There's some dwarves in the middle here. We've got some humans up in this area. Wonder, where are the elves at? So there's some elves in the bottom right side here and up in the top there. So, and yeah. Kind of to be expected when you have a small map like this, but let's see, is it cold? Okay, so it's a cold north half of the map, hot southern half of the map. So, where I want to go, let's see. So if I click, it's going to zoom in, right? So, left click, right click. You can actually see in here, these red areas are places that somebody's already settled in. And WASD controls the scrolling. Oh my god. So advanced. Normally you have to use like the number pad controls. Yeah, you can see there's like rivers everywhere around here. You can try to see like who do you want to be nearby. Do you want to be near the dwarves there? There's also the volcano here, right? This is the giant volcano. And there's mountains around that volcano as well. What kind of resources are in this area? There's some sand in this place. Sand is not too bad. You could actually make quite a bit of glass if you got access to the magma and the sand there. There's some stuff in this place here. But, let's see. Little soil. Clay is good for making, clay stuff. Sand is good for making glass. So, I think I might actually pick that volcano, now that I'm thinking about it, because I was thinking about getting some sand. There's no aquifer. Yeah, you'll see there's some light aquifers here. That's fine. You can dig through light aquifers pretty easily. Some shallow clay along the riverside up in the north area. Now, if I click, I think, where's the, yeah, here's the embark button. You can actually adjust the embark size. I can also show elevation, so we can see that there's a lot of cliff around here, right? Now, if I want to have some of the river, I might have to have it sort of cornered over there, or I could make this a little bigger. A 4x4 is pretty okay. But yeah, I think I might... Generally, water, it's useful if you're not able to make drinks out of it, but... yeah, I think I'll just embark here anyway and just show it off. So now I'm going to prepare carefully. I'm going to show some things that I tend to do. Now you could try to min-max and view your dwarves, see like the kind of things that they like. You know, if a dwarf really likes wood, probably want them doing a job involving crafting stuff with wood. There's also things like strength, so you wouldn't want a weak dwarf, you know, mining, because it's a pretty strength intensive job. So you could look through here and you can see some guys are, you know, clumsy, good memory. So this guy, for example, I do like going for this other tab and making somebody who is like a kind of, what was the skill again? It is organizer. This will be used for a manager role, which lets you automate certain kinds of work orders. And I'm just going to grab that pretty early on. I'm going to give them judge of intent, appraiser, and some record keeper as well. And you know what? I'll make them the group's leader. Give them some points into that. In the original version, this costed... these points costed the same, like, purchasing points for items and animals. But now it's all separate, which is pretty nice. Let's see. I'll make him like a level 1 reader. And... I'll make him a consular, because he's probably gonna have some people complain to him at some point. So there we go. Since he's good, by giving him some leader points, he will be, or Astesh here. It's not Astesh, is actually not a he. That's pretty sure that's a girl. You can check personality. Yeah, she has an amazing memory and a deep well of patience. So she has poor focus and poor ability to manage or understand social relationships. So that might make her a little difficult at being a group leader, but really good memory. Probably a good idea for a record keeper, right? And so then we have, for example, Onol here is strong, high stamina. So you know what? I need at least 2 miners. I'm going to go for 2 miners. I am going to give, I think, because mining is actually a combat weapon skill. It's the weapon skill for using a pickaxe in combat. So you know what? Let's give you some points in as a fighter. And you know what? A point to dodge. And I think I'll give him some social skills. Let's see. Singer. You know what? Here you go. You get to be a singer. That way, when they have time off, they can do some singing. They'll be happy. You know, hopefully. Right. Do they have any little patience, ability to read emotions fairly well? So you can get an idea of how this dwarf is going to, you know, work out. This dwarf is musical, poor memory, bad with words, empathy. Let's see, do we have... There's another strong. They are clumsy. Do I have... Let's see. Frail. Proud. You know what? Sure. Let's make you a miner. What could go wrong? A clumsy miner. And so I think I'll do the pretty much the same. Give him some points into fighting, a point into dodging, and you know what? Two of you will. Let's make you both singers. You can just sing while you dig. Okay, sounds good. As for some other crucial skills, wood cutting, carpentry, both of those are pretty useful skills in that regard. So you know what? I'll give you some points into there. Let's see. And then, yeah, I'll give you some social skills as well, I think. How do I want you to have any kind of... You know what? Do I want you to be a dancer? Maybe. What do they have? Kinesthetic sense. Personality. Surrounding space. You know what? Yeah, let's make you a dancer. There you go. You can dance. You can dance while the miners sing. Now this guy, musical. I will need somebody to be... The other job that I will need is the mason. So let's just make you a mason. And I tend to like to make them also a mechanic on the side. And let's see. I might get a point into rock crafting, or it's a proficient mason, a stone carver, stone crafter. Not too sure what stone cutter and stone carver is. I think that might involve some other jobs, but you know what? Sure. Let's make you a stone cutter and stone carver. There we go. Now then, what about you? Good with language. I do need a brewer and a planter now. And you know what? I'll probably... Let's see. Yeah. Doesn't really matter, I think. So let's just make you a planter. And what other skills do you need? Sometimes you could have the planter and the brewer together as one job, but I'm going to make them separate in this case. Because when it comes to some of these other jobs, I'll just have immigrants fill those roles anyway. So, and let's see. Do I need... Sometimes some of these are useful, like herbalist can be nice, but... And I don't... Do I want to cook? Yeah, I'll give you a point into cooking. He's good with language, so he might be good to give some, like, flatterer, comedian, conversationalist, and speaker. Yeah, there you go. There you go, planter. I haven't really messed around with giving them social skills at the start because usually, like I said, they're tied in with the same resource costs as some of these other things. So now you are going to be my brewer, proficient brewer, and do I want you to do something else? Might be a good idea to get a not a glazer. Glass maker. Might be useful. Have you make some glass on the side. And then... Oh, we'll use some here. Disdains eloquence. Social relationships. And let's see. Let's give you a point in concentration. And do you want any musical instruments? You know what? Wind instrument. There you go. Okay, so that is these guys here. Now for items, I don't really need the 2 copper axes since I only have 1 woodcutter, but a good idea is for some of these things like drinks to get all the drink types, because each type will come in a different barrel. So if you go to drinks here, I have beer and rum, so I don't have the wine. So let's just get like at least 20, maybe more. And then ale, let's get another like 30. And yeah, beer, rum. So that way I've got that there. Plants, plump helmets. Let's get a couple more of those because I will be doing mostly plump helmets. Dimple cups as one of the seeds. These are dyes for clothing. Don't care about that. Rock nuts, they're pretty useful. I'm gonna get a bunch of those. Sweet pods, not too useful. You can only really brew them or process them to like sugar or syrup. Pigtails are useful for making fabric and they can be eaten raw. Plump helmets are your like big staple food, so let's get like a bunch of those. Why not? Cave wheat, I mean, it's also a brewing item. Because I'm mostly going to be brewing and producing plump helmets, to be honest. So I might just get like some cave wheat and then just grab more plump helmet spawn. Bags. Yeah, bags are really useful. Especially if I'm going to be doing stuff with sand. So you know what, let's get 10 bags. Now animals, let's see. Let's go get a male and female dog. Let's get a male-female cat pair. And then for animals, I usually go for geese or turkey. So you know what, let's go for turkey. Let's get 6 and 2. They're going to produce a lot of eggs. You don't really have to feed them. They just go underground. You just bury them under there and then they'll just produce you lots of eggs. Turkeys generally have a very like high yield on eggs and meat, so I actually could probably get even more turkeys. I'll just have so many eggs. Now I still have like 130 points. I'm not used to having this many points just sitting around. So you know, let's just get more drinks, and then you don't have to worry about that. And instruments. Maybe I should get like a flute. I think this looks like the stegeth looks like it's a wind instrument. Right, that one's like 150 because it's obsidian. This one's 50 because it's quartz. So you know what? Let's go get a quartz flute thingy wind instrument. You can get one made of rock salt. That would be weird. Imagine trying to blow into an instrument that's made out of salt. And You know what? Let's just. Do I want? Flour. Yeah, let's get some plaster, just because this is useful for. It's useful for if somebody needs a wound set, and if I can't mine any, then I can't plaster any injured limbs. So yeah, let's just grab that and call it. So now you can do things like you can generate your name. So right now the random generated one, there's like shield grottos, soul vessel, which in the dwarvish language here is unolerl, soul's vessel. And then you can also do similar things with, like, you can name your group. It's right now the Crypt of Virtues, Moma's Icum. And then you can also do things like a group symbol. So I could do some, like, interesting stuff. I wonder. Where is... There we go, mountain. Nope. Let's see, creature. Dwarf. Let's have a dwarf. Then you can have like an action or a relationship. So let's say we could have, yeah, so X, so the mountain is burning, right? Because this is a volcano, so hey, burning mountain. A relationship, let's see. I could have the dwarf is prostrating itself before the mountain. So this is an image of a dwarf, of a mountain and a dwarf. The mountain is burning, the dwarf is prostrating itself before the mountain. And this is the symbol of the gravel of spiraling, is the random name that it gave it. And that's our volcano banner. So embark. And this will load up. We have arrived. Strike the earth. So now, let's see. I wonder, where is my... Aha, there it is. So there's the volcano. Right in here. So there's actually like a big bowl where the volcano is. There's a little bit of a plateau there, which might be nice to go to. Now if I press F1, it'll take me to my cart over here. So this is where my cart is. It's still higher than where that is. So I might do something like... let's see, that's a lunite, cinnabar, lunite. There's a bunch of my animals all the way over there. They're all hanging out on the side of the mountain. So I think I'm going to start off by making a zone. This is going to be for pen pastures, just so I can put a bunch of my animals over in this area. So just make a nice big pasture for them. And we are going to put in the horse and the camel. Now I'm going to dig in to the mountain. I might just make this my starting zone area anyway. So a nice like 3 wide tunnel thing going in here. Let's see, is there... Okay, I like to check if there's trees growing, but I don't think there's any trees in this. Well, there's some trees down over here. So it actually might have been better to set up over here, actually. Because then this is a nice big open field area where I can get trees and stuff. So you know what? Let's do that. I changed my mind. There you are. Nope. How do I cancel? This is one of the things that you gotta... Nope. Remove. There we go. And zones, this one. Remove this zone permanently. There we go. And zoom all the way down here. Beep. Except, put you and you there. There we go. Now then. So that puts me pretty close to the lava. This is going to be useful for if I want to just go straight to magma smelters, which is pretty great. Let's get some trees designated. Plum, pear. Some of these are fruit trees that I might not want to cut down. Yeah, chestnut. Let's cut that. Let's cut the oak. Chestnut, plum, apricot, pecan, oak, alder, birch, ginkgo, cherry, sand pear, chestnut, parmesan, almond, pears. Some of these I can harvest the fruits and stuff from. So yeah, that should be good for chopping down some of those. And I think I will want my tunnel to go in this way. There we go. Yeah, no trees above it. Because trees have roots, and those roots can break through your floor if you cut down. If you've tunneled under the tree, and then you chop the tree down, the roots in that area cause holes in the floor. Those are a problem. You don't want that. And I do want a trade depot around this area, so how much? Do I want it inside or outside? I might just have it inside, honestly. So that is 5 wide. 5 by 5, there we go. And yeah, let's just unpause. So I'm gonna go bring some of this stuff over, then chop some stuff down. There is some things for like adjusting labors where you can categorize things for what they're gonna do. So I do have some guys who are dedicated to just, you know, mining. And one guy who's a woodcutter. This guy, he's set to fishing. I don't need a fisher dwarf. Okay. There we go. I might make it so that haulers, so only the selected guys do this. I'm gonna make it so that the miners don't haul. And then if I go into nobility, the bookkeeper is gonna be this guy. He's gonna be also the broker, I think. Yeah, I'll make you the broker, and then he's gonna be the manager as well. So he will, or she will, want an office, a study, to do all of their work. And look at that, we've got black sand here, which is going to be useful because I can use it to make glass. Glass will be nice because then I don't need to make barrels out of wood to store things. I can make glass pots, right? And gabbro, hematite in here, cinnabar, microline, Let's see. Lunite. Black sand. Yeah, right now then. Let's get the trade depot just to make sure it's there. And yeah, we'll use the cinnabar. Sure. Now I do want some storage space for all the wood. Let's see. Because I do want like a trap hallway. But then I also want a place near here for storing the wood. So I think I'm going to do this and make a bunch of this area for wood storage. Oh, I need my door access to it. And yeah, let's have it 3 wide. We got some obsidian in there. That's useful for making some rock crafts, especially swords. Might be a good idea to create a rock storage in an area nearby here as well. So I'm gonna have like a craft area here, and then we'll have a big storage area for the rocks, because we're gonna need a lot of rocks. And yeah, there we go. Now then, build workshops. Let's get my carpenter. I'm gonna put a carpenter here. And yeah, let's give you a gabbro. And then stockpile. I think I messed that up, didn't I? Oh well. There we go. I have to hit the accept button. And that's going to be wood. So that way, he'll have a place there. And he's going to need, let's just make a couple of beds. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and you're at 8. And I don't need barrels for that yet. Question is, I think I might start working on getting the magma going into here. Right, because let's see. Workshops. I think it's under furnaces. Magma glass furnace, right? So might be able to like put one here and just dig out a bit of a magma channel. Magma's fun. And then I'm gonna go make a stone stockpile here. And we're going to have a stoneworker. Stoneworker there. It's going to be a little tricky getting this set up. Might be better to have some of the channeling. Let's see, where's the channel? Dig channel. I think I'll just have to do it slow. Right? Just do it like one at a time. And then once it's here, we're good. Now I want you to make sure door. I want a table and a throne. Hey, what? Cabinet, coffer. Why not? There you go. What? I think you... Ah, I see. I'm not high enough yet. That makes sense. Okay. Okay. I am not high enough, so I actually have to have the magma stuff downstairs here. Right? Because that's where the lava is. So, that's fine. So I'm going to have the stairs go to here. Alright, so he's going to have some stairs. Yeah, there we go. I think that'll work. I might build a wall just to block that off, like I was planning on doing. There we go. And yeah, so now I'm not going to be too worried about getting all of this set up, but it will be useful to have some of this going, right? Yeah, so that'll give them access, because once this is ready and I have the, like, this area channeled out, then we'll be good to go. But I do want to get that, I do want to get ready for my, where do I want my office? I'll give him a 3x3 office. Such luxury. But yeah, I should also work on getting the farm going. You can grow that on black sand, so let's see. Any trees? Nope. Good. So I'm going to... This is probably going to be a bit big for a farm. It's good for, like, the pasture for the animals, but let's just make that. And then I think I'll have the... I'll make like an area here for giving me access to the farm area. And then I can have the workshops. The kind of workshops around there. And I do want lots of space for all those turkeys, because I have a ton of turkeys. So you know what? Let's do that. So this will be the turkey room, which does mean that I need the crafts for it. So let's get a crafts workshop. Yeah, I'll put the craft workshop over here, actually. There we go. So that area is kind of ready. We're gonna build a door over here, and furniture table. And a furniture chair. There we go. I will need another door for the for this area, just to make sure my geese or the turkey don't get out, right? In fact, I'm actually gonna expand it because I'm gonna have a lot of them. They're gonna need all the room they can get. And we'll need the bedrooms at some point here soon. But now that this is done, we're going to make an office. This will be your office. That is going to go to the manager. Now that the manager is done, I can now go and I can set up work orders. This is so good. All right, let's do. I want a bed work order. So they are going to make. Let's put it at 5 beds. Conditions. You will make 5 beds if we are less than, say, 6. So as soon as I go down to 5 beds, we're going to make 5 more. So I always maintain, 10 beds. And I'm going to make it, click this one so it checks monthly so it doesn't spam the thing constantly. And there we go. So now the manager is going to queue up 5 beds whenever I get below 6 beds. And then click this one, and let's do that for Rock Throne. And we are going to do something very similar to that. I'm going to do a 5, and that is going to be for if Rock Thrones are, let's just say less than 6 as well, so that way I always maintain 10 thrones. And rock table. Rock table 5 over here. If rock tables are less than 6, boom. And as for some other ones, brew, drink from plant. We're going to have this one. Let's actually keep it at, say, 5, because this is going to require like 5 barrels for one order, and this is going to be something that will need to be done, daily. So if drinks are less than, if I hit this button here, I can actually set it to, let's say if drinks are less than 80, or I could even just put it at a lower number, but let's go 50 for now. So if drinks are less than 50, we're going to produce 5 drinks. And then I can also choose some of these ones, like you need to make sure that you have empty storage items that are greater than 5, because I'm going to be doing 5 here. And I will need unrotten fermentable plants greater than 5. So I should have enough because I have all of those plump helmets. And that should be that done there. So he's going to brew drinks from plants. I don't have the still built yet, but soon. And that should be okay. Let's in fact get that workshops, farming. Let's get the farm going. Farm plot. Actually, cancel construction. I want to not quite have it that big. There you go. Let's put that one there, and let's get another farm plot going. So I'll have two different types of farm plots. One doing plump helmets, and then one doing other stuff. So there we go. So now that I have those two, I will want a stockpile for... this should be my seed stockpile here. Accept that. So to get the seeds specifically, I'm going to go to custom. We're going to go to food and then seeds. So let's just click all for all seeds. Right, and so now this is going to store all the seeds in here. And then workshops, farming, still. I think I'm gonna put him here. Gonna make him out of gabbro. I'm going to make a stockpile here. This is going to be for the plants. So custom, food, plants. For sure I want plump helmet. I should also have cave wheat. And gammon. I know I could get sweet pods, so let's do sweet pods. I know I didn't bring any, but I could brew sweet pods. And yeah, let's just leave it at that. I'm just gonna brew plump helmets and cave wheat out of here. So, and then I will have another storage, and that is going to be my barrel storage here, or it's going to be barrels and other kinds of liquid containing containers. So I think that's in, right? Yeah, barrels, and then pot. Yeah, large pot, food storage. We are going to go to materials. Glasses. Right, so it'll be the different types of glass. It'll be wood, right? And that should be good for that storage thingy here, right? I'm not going to do clay pots out of this. It's going to be either glass or wood pots. So oh yeah, and speaking of that, work orders. Wooden barrel. And you know what? Empty barrels. And let's say if you are less than 6, let's do something similar to that. And same with logs. Logs have to be, let's keep logs greater than 10 before you make any more, just in case, so I don't run out of logs. And then make 5. There we go. So you can see we've already got some of these being made already. Rock thrones, beds. Now, I'm going to set him down so he's not spending as much time doing record keeping. That should be nice. Yeah, he's happy because he's got his, or she's happy because she's got her office, so. And then we got the seed bags there. This one's going to be plump helmets, plump helmets, plump helmets, and plump helmets. I'm actually going to rename it to plump helmets. There we go. And this one, query bush. Let's see, cave wheat, pigtails. Yeah, we'll leave it to fallow in the winter. So query bushes will use a bag, and so I will need something to process these into something else. Which does mean that I will want some extra space for processing that. So let's do that. I'll make an area over here for it. Now that this is dug out, pen pasture. And this is going to be the turkeys. Get them inside so they don't die. Build door. There we go. Cinnabar door. Do I have... I do not have a work order for doors. I need a... I need one. I'll just make it the same. Right? If the rock doors are less than 6. And... yeah, there we go. This one here. I do need some of these. Let's make a new order for nest box. Yeah. Rock nest box. That'll be 10. That's okay. I only really need 8. Yeah, let's just make 8. Now this, I'm actually going to assign this specifically to my mason, because a lot of these guys are doing this job, even though they're not the best at it. So I'm going to have Ushiro Lonkatan doing this one specifically. And same with this one. Let's set him to my woodcutter so that the others don't do this job. I want the skilled guy doing it. The brewer, similar story. I want my brewer doing the brewing. Now I could specifically assign work orders to this still so that this is the still that processes this stuff here. But for now, oh well. And I should... oh, that's right. I know what I need to do. Plant. Only this guy should be planting. And do I only want him to gather? I think this is for harvesting other stuff. Hopefully. Yeah, because this one is the regular farm plot. Because yeah, I don't want everybody planting. I just want the farmer planting. So that way he gets all of his skills. And then the others can go do other stuff. This one, let's... how much do we have? Let's give you 2 wheelbarrows for the stone, just to make sure. Because this guy's going really slow, so I think he's hauling stone from somewhere. I've got obsidian in here. Alright, so now that is done there. That was going to be the farmer's... yeah, the farmer's workshop here. So I'm gonna set that up. Sure, let's set it up there. Stockpile. And this was going to be for query bushes and bags, right? Yeah. I'm gonna have one here. This is going to be cool. I have to go to food. Right. Whoa. I don't want that. Where? Plants. Query bush. There we go. And then this one here should be for, I think finished goods is in here. Bag. Nope. I wonder, is it in here? Yeah, bags. There we go. Bags, other materials. Yeah, let's do all qualities here. Wool, yarn, silk, leather. There we go. I wonder if I have to edit this stuff for quality standards. There we go. Maybe. I do need a furniture stockpile somewhere. But that should be good there. So that is, let's see. I think if I set this to process plant to bag, that is going to be when the amount of items, or yeah, bag processable plants and empty bags. So let's do, so when I have 3 bags and 3 of these, then they will process them. And that will be for 3. There, that should be good. Because that's going to be the query bush. When you process the query bushes, you get leaves and the rock nut back, and then they can plant the rock nut again. And those leaves are good for cooking. They're relatively good for cooking anyway. I think only 1 turkey's been brought over to the pasture. I wonder. Yeah, it says they're all supposed to go there. So they're just taking forever, probably. Probably too busy doing stuff, is my guess. Alright, let's see. If I go to... Oh, wait. I need to make sure. This is important. Don't cook the plump helmets. But tasks. Tasks. Store item. Yeah, he's busy there. He's planting seeds. I don't need you planting seeds. Oh, wait. I guess, oh yeah, that's right. I was just thinking, though, the expedition leader I thought was also the manager, but he's not. Okay, that's fine. But yeah. So everybody's pretty busy right now. But that is a fine. Actually, thinking about it, one of the, because I can't door off this area without having a wall in between, so oh yeah, I need to do keep building after placement. There we go. And then Construction, wall. Actually, I want to do a work order for blocks. Rock block. Make rock blocks. Yeah, let's just do 10. He's gonna be busy, but oh well. Now then, I should... I keep procrastinating it, but I should get the bedrooms going. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Give him some nice 2x3 bedrooms. There we go. Oh, I need to connect that. I could probably set up furniture in this in this zone, to be honest, just for now. Except, and let's do... Where's the furniture? There it is. Furniture. Technically, I don't really want the barrels going in there, but oh well. They can overflow. The barrels can overflow into here. And there, he just got a bunch of plump helmets, and he's brewing them. So I've got 102 drinks. Hooray. I do also need to get like a drink stockpile going too. Which I might set up in this area, honestly. And then have my dining hall in that area. But for now, bedrooms can be important. All right, let's get a bed there, a bed there. And with it being about an hour in, for the most part, this is actually a pretty self-sufficient fort, to be honest, just because I got the farm going, I've got the brewing going, and you know, plump helmets can be eaten raw. I can go into my stocks, for example, and I can go to where is my... Yeah, so drinks, I've got... Get this out of the way. See, I just got a whole bunch of dwarven drinks still because I brought a whole bunch. I don't have the eggs yet. Soon I will. Got some leftover fish. No meat, lots of logs, plants. Yeah, you can see here 30 plump helmets right now. And I got the gypsum powder. Okay, it looks like they are all in here. Workshops, farm, and nest box. You know what? Let's put them all here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Now, once this was one of the other things I wanted to show you. It's a neat trick. If you want more animals from the eggs, you can forbid them. We just have to wait for them to plant or build one of these nest boxes. Once it's built, then one of the turkey hens is going to claim it, and then I'm going to stop them from being able to grab the eggs by forbidding the eggs, so that we don't take them and eat them ourselves. And that way they're going to go all the way through until they hatch. And I'll probably do that with maybe 2 of the hens batches. That will have lots of turkeys. Can take a while. That's also why I'm not too keen on getting the food stockpile up, so that it doesn't encourage my dwarves from looting it too soon. And we can see they built those beds, so they should be getting close to having enough time for clearing that out. Dead frog, some raspberries. Yeah, there's some things that we can harvest, some cherries. Okay, here they go. So this has claimed it. So I've clicked on this square. We can see up in this top right, there's another tab here. This shows the nest box. And inside the nest box, there are 13 hen eggs. There's this little lock button. Click that, and they're forbidden. We will not haul that. This turkey is going to let those hatch. And this one here, same thing. There's another 13. I'm going to have 26 turkeys by the time those hatch. And that means the others, they're going to lay a bunch of their eggs. I'm going to have a ton of eggs. So that's the plan there. And sheep wool bags. Oh, they put the gypsum plaster there? Why? Custom bags. I wanted empty bags. I didn't want full bags in there. Yeah, I don't see plant based on I don't know how to get them to bring empty bags there then. Cause yeah, this is all just gypsum. And I don't need the gypsum there. That's annoying. Because yeah, this is an empty bag. This is what I wanted. I wanted the empty bags. Well, furniture, beds. Let's go back to building beds. Just gonna finish this off here. There we go. And then we are going to make these into bedroom zones. And you know what? Here you go. You get that one. Bedroom. You get that one right next to your office. Set that. And there you go. You get that one. They do automatically claim these as well, so I'm not terribly worried. But you can manually do it, especially if you want like specific furniture for them. And then we're just going to make one there, one there, and one there. So now I've got a couple of spare ones for other people. Yeah, let's see, doors. Do I have doors? I do have a couple of them, not very many. And I should have a couple of cabinets, right? Yes, cabinets. Not very many, only the one. Oh, dog is fighting, wild boar is fighting. The stray dog scratches the wild boar in the left rear hoof, but the attack glances away. The force twists the left rear leg. The wild boar vomits. Lovely. And oh, look at that. Query bushes. This one, query bush. So you can see this stuff here is, yep, this is just regular query bush. So And at some point, I think I'm just going to make a nice big hallway thingy here. This will probably be some stockpiles, right? Yeah, let's do something like that. There we go. It'll be big stockpiles for food and drink. It'll be a little too big for what I actually need, but yeah. I think at this point, it is a pretty good start. I didn't get the magma thing going because I don't need to yet get the magma going. But we are moving along pretty well. You can see I've got my food production going, quarry bushes, making leaves. I'm going to set this up as its own, zone for storing. Probably have, because it's always tricky to figure out whether you want like a big stockpile for like just drinks, a big stockpile for just food, but I'm gonna split them in two, right? So one of them is going to be for drinks and animal, and then the other one I'm gonna have as prepared meals. Over here, food, and it is going to be prepared meals, right? So drinks, prepared meals. You can even rename them. So drink stock, drink stock, drink stock. There we go. And this one is going to be prep stocks. There we go. And then over here I'll probably have the kitchen with the raw ingredients. And yeah, the way you do that is just go back into here. Farming, kitchen, right? So then we can have our kitchen down here. Cobalite. There you go. Get like a nice big stockpile for, raw ingredients. With this, I probably, to be honest, try to put some stockpiles really close by that are specific for what I was looking to do here. That would be, I want to get rid of these rocks though. So one way of doing that is to set up to basically say dump this stuff. Because I want to clear this out so that I have room to do this. There we go. Let's just dump those, and I think what I'll do is I will put it over here. I'll make this into the how do you, or is it a zone? It might be a zone. Dungeons, pits, garbage dump. Yeah, garbage dump. So let's, I'm actually going to, where do I want to put it? I'll put it at this door here. There we go. That's the garbage dump. So they're going to take the rocks from over here, which you can start to see. They're already doing that, and that'll clear out this space. So then I can set up my food zone, food stockpiles. So I'll do one here, and this is going to be for food, drinks. We will do plump wine and dwarven beer. Or is it dwarven wine? I think it's, What do I have here? Dwarven wine, dwarven wine. Let's see, stocks. What do I have for drinks? Dwarven ale, beer, rum, wine. Yeah, so it is the dwarven wine. Uh-huh. Yeah, because that's plum wine. I want dwarven. Yeah, let's just do those. Let's just do dwarven wine, because that's what my helmets are going to be making anyway. So that'll be that stockpile, and then this one here. I'm going to have this one store food. He's going to store plants, fruit leaf. Yeah, there we go. Quarry bush leaf. Right, so those two are going to be nearby, like really close by. And I will want a barrel stockpile, or barrel containers, that sort of thing. That'll be my furniture. Is going to be, yeah, let's just do all the qualities. Gonna be, yeah, glass, wood. Be all metal, all of that, and that will be barrels and large pots. There we go. So that'll store that, and then I'll just have a big generic food storage here. So that'll be for all meat, all fish, all eggs, all plants, all cheese, all of that, all of that, all of that. There we go. There we go. And I don't need that stuff. There. So now, work orders, probably just something like prepare fine meals. We are going to unrotten, cookable, solid items, cookable items. Not entirely sure on all of that stuff, but for sure I think you need some solid items, so we'll just have this set to make, like, you know, 5 every, say, actually when it's this is the amount that's available, I need, you know, plenty of that. So let's just go for 50 prepared meals. Or actually, this stuff tends to sell. So if the amount is greater than, I want less than 100. So if it's less than 100, make more. You're going to make 5. And I'm gonna move that up in priority. And brew drink. Yeah, let's move the drinks up here. If drinks are less than 50, yeah, there we go. Oh wait, that's whoops. I just realized that was, I do want it based on my prepared meals. So when that is less than 100, there we go. So when you are less than 100 prepared meals, go for it. And than if you have greater than, say, let's say 15, because I think this uses like 3 ingredients, though it can use non-solids, so, right? That should be good. Check daily, just to make sure we get lots of that made, so. And I don't have a specific cook, but my population did just grow. I just realized that. I got a blacksmith, weaponsmith, I got a weaponsmith necromancer. And yeah, so I'm going to call it for the video here. And that's Dwarf Fortress. Take care.